What's going on, guys? In today's video, I want to show you if you have a Google business profile and you've had it up for 1 year, you're sitting on a gold mine. Let me show you today how to exploit it. Watch this. I have a real funny story about something that has to do with this video that Darren almost had me arrested for. So stick around to the end. Darren, this is for you, brother. I love you. All right, guys, I hope everybody's doing great. So if you haven't been here before, this is where I specialize in, right here, the Google Maps pack right here. Everybody wants to get their business in here. Problem is there's a lot of competition. But not only getting your one business in here, I'm going to show you how to get multiple businesses. And I promise you, you haven't seen this method before. I promise it. You haven't seen this method before, right? We want to take up not only this area, but we also want to take the whole Tampa Bay. I'm going to show you how to do that today. It requires a little patience, but I'm going to show you step by step what to do, one step at a time. So in order to understand this method, we all have to be in the right mind space, right? We all have to have the same mindset, right? The first guy here is probably a lot of people here. They're sitting out there waiting to catch a fish. You have your GMB, maybe you hired a friend, you tried to do it yourself, you hired an agency, and you haven't gotten a bite yet. Now, the second picture, you have somebody that, you catch a fish every once in a while, right? You have your GMB and you get a job once or twice a month. Now, the third picture is you have 3 GMBs, right? You have 3 Google business profiles. You're going to catch 3 times the amount of fish. But how about the person who has the net? They're going to catch all the fish. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the net, right? It's going to take some time. You're going to need some patience, but it's going to work, and you're going to be the fisherman who catches all the fish. I don't care if you're a pressure washer, a roofer, garage doors, whatever your industry is, I'm going to show you how to 10 times it. So this method works best if you've had a Google business profile for 1 year, you've been updating it, and if you show your address. If you do that, you're more trusted, and I'm going to show you how to get more locations. So the first thing you don't do is put in for a Google business profile. This is where everyone gets whacked. This is where you go, boom, you get whacked. Right? Do not put in for a Google business profile first. We're going to do that later in the game. All right, guys. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come over to this website called loopnet.com, and you're going to type in your area. The second one you're going to use for lease. There's a drop down for office co-working space. You definitely want that, right? You want to rent it, and you want the smallest space available. Then you just hit go, and you're just going to scroll down. Now, you want to try to look for a co-working space, but don't use Regus. For some reason, Regus co-working spaces get suspended a lot. But try to find another co-working space, especially on your first or second location, right? Right in the beginning, just try to get a second location and try to get a co-working space. So look at this right here. Okay, I think it's $60 a month. You get a desk for $60 a month. So what you're going to do is you're going to use this address, 3104 North Armenia Avenue, right? Don't work co-work. Just use the address, Tampa, Florida, 33607. You do not need to rent the space. You do not need to give them any money yet. We're just using the address right now. Nothing's being sent to that address. We just have that address. We're going to be using that address until we know either a postcard is being delivered to that address, they need video verification, or they may just approve it and we never even have to buy the co-working space or whatever office space you picked, right? Does that make sense? If you get automatic verification, you don't even have to rent the office. Hey guys, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thank you. So for each location, you need a phone number. There's a service here called CallRail. It's very inexpensive, but you make sure that you get a phone number for each GMB location. All right, guys, so we're ready to rock and roll. We have our address that we haven't even paid for, right? We just have it for us, right? We have this address. Now what we want to do is we want to come over to our website. I use this one. I think this is a really good example of location pages, right? So if I click one of their location pages, I just want to show you what it looks like. I really like this. I want to start using it for my design. It's very simple. It has a map embed. It has their hours, their phone number, and then it has driving directions and a description, which includes, places in that area, right? So this is a really good, very simple location page. Now, like I said, you don't need to put your location pages on the header. You could put it in the footer, or you don't have to list it at all, but have this page where Google could see it. Make sure you submit it. Make sure Google crawls it and knows that you have that page. The address you're going to use is the address right here that you got. Okay, so now you got the address on your website. You're going to come over here to Magic PR, and you're going to have a press release written about your brand new address, and it's going to go out to CNBC, MSNBC, CNN. It's going to go out to all the big players. What this is going to do is going to ensure to Google that you could be trusted, right? So you're going to have an article written, a press release written that you're opening a new office. So let's start from the beginning again. You got the address you didn't have to pay for. You're adding a page to your website so Google sees it, right? You still haven't put in for the Google business profile. Do not do that yet. Then you're going to come over to Magic PR. You're going to have a press release written. Then you're going to come over to Fiverr, and you're going to have 300 citations. You're going to write 300 citations. Have them do 350 citations right here, right? You get a level 1 seller. They'll do them for $5. You can find some others. It doesn't matter. I'm not married to any of them here, right? But you want to get citations. Make sure that the citations are indexed so Google sees them. So you got your press releases. You got your citations. What did I put next? Okay, Tumblr. Now what you want to do is you want to get images of that address, right? So you could find them on the web. Get as many images as possible, or if you can, you want to drive by, take pictures. Get as many pictures as you can. Go to Fiverr and get a Tumblr account. Upload all those pictures to Tumblr and add the address to the Tumblr account, right? Come over here to this website. It's called Soogle instead of Google, Soogle.ai. And what this does is gives you one or two but high authority backlinks. This step isn't a must, right? But I would add it. They'll write an article, place it on a popular, if you're a pressure washer, or if you're a lawyer, or if you're a garage door person who fixes garage doors, they'll add an article on those relevant blog posts, right? With a very high domain authority, trusted authority. So I think it's a good idea. All right, so they'll write the article and link back. They're going to link back to this page. I'm sorry. They're going to link back to this page, not your home page. They're going to link back to this insurance page of 42. I'm sorry, I'll say it right here. They're going to link back to this page right here, 3104 Amania Avenue, right? And you can have a page on your website. All these links I'm going to put it in the description below. Right, so you get a Soogle. You'll get, I think it's $67, and you get one or two backlinks from a trusted authority. You still do not put in for a Google business profile. Don't do it. Don't put in for it, right? Then you're going to create a Facebook page on your Facebook account. You're going to take every single picture. You're going to upload it to your Facebook account about your new address that you opened a new location. Then you're going to tweet out some stuff on your new location. Then you're going to create a YouTube video. This isn't, you don't necessarily need to do this, especially if you don't know how to do YouTube. You could come over to Fiverr and have somebody create a YouTube video for you. But you talk about your new address and the services that you're going to provide there. Now you sit back and you let it marinate for a couple of, maybe about 6 weeks to 2 months, and see if Google automatically approves your Google business profile. You'll get an email saying that it's already approved, right? That happens a lot of times because you've shown so much proof. You have it on the website, you bought a press release, you got citations, you have it on your social, you've uploaded a whole bunch of pictures. Google may just give you that location. In that case, you don't have to rent the office. You already have the location. However, if in 2 or 3 months you still haven't gotten the location, then what you have to do is rent the location, and then Google will send you a postcard or a video verification. You're going to have to video verify or postcard verify. Now, here's a trick in regards to video verification. Not everyone knows how to use a smartphone, and not everyone knows how to use the video. And some people don't have smartphones, wink, wink, right? Some people still have flip phones, senior phones, right? Handicap phones, right? So they don't have video on that. And what Google will ask you to do is just take some pictures. The video verification is there's a lot of rules to the video verification. I may put out a video on that one day. You have to show the key going in the lock. You have to show signage. You have to show tools. For example, if you're a garage or a roofer or something like that, they want to see a truck. They want to see tools, right? So there's a lot of things that they want to see. And also, if you show a person in it, it's going to be rejected, right? So Google has a lot of, for video verification, has a lot of rules. Oh, it also has to be, I think, somewhere between 2 and 5 minutes. I think if it's like 30 seconds, it'll get suspended. So like I said, I would just say, I can't use a phone. I'm visually impaired and I can't use video. What would you like me to do? Right? And they'll tell you, have somebody take some pictures or something like that, right? So that's how you get around that, because video verification could be very, very tough. But anyway, once you get your easiest location, you start building locations, you're going to be able to take over. Just rinse and repeat. Just keep doing that. After a year, you could have 7 to 10 different locations, and you could take over your whole state. See, here's the thing. If you have a business right here in Plant City, right? You have a business in Plant City. Google has a hard cutoff somewhere around here, meaning that even if you get reviews into Tampa, right? You're in Plant City, but even if you get reviews and you show you do business here and you have business pages and you have all these areas we serve pages all in this area, if there's 1,500 pressure washers or lawyers, they're not going to put you here. They are not going to put you here. There's too much competition. But if you have a location in this area, well, then it's great. Now, make sure when you get your Google business profile, let me show you something real quick. See if I remember. Okay. Let me show you something real quick. When you get your Google business profile, your new address, when it's finally approved, you make sure that you take this address, right? Which is, for example, let's just say it's this page, right? On your website. You take this page, not your home page, edit profile. And you see here where you put in your website, right here, you put in this page, your location page with the map on your new location. Don't put in your home page. put in your location page with all your location information. Every time you open a new location, you put that page, every GMB, you put that page here. And then when you get reviews, make sure, I went to a physical therapist one time. They had 300 reviews for their Tampa office, and their St. Pete office had 6 because they were giving the same review link for only one office. So every office has a review link. Make sure you use the review link per office, right? So your Tampa office has this GMB. Then you have another GMB for your Plant City. Make sure you give your Plant City review link to people to fill out for people who use your Plant City service, right? Because you're not going to rank without reviews. You will not rank. And so listen, I hope this video helped you. I'm going to put out a couple of similar videos over the next couple of days as well. I have a lot of ideas on this subject. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat box below. A story about my friend Darren. So I never went through with this because it would have been postal fraud. But we had this idea one time that we were going to put in for Google business profiles. We were gonna, and then when the postcard came, we were gonna wait all day for the post office guy to come, for the postman to come, and for them to say, "Oh, by the way, that's our office," or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was really kooky, and I'm glad we didn't do it. I'm glad I had enough common sense not to. But we had this whole idea how we were going to get a bunch of Google business profiles by sending them to abandoned offices that weren't rented yet, and then telling the post office person that was ours when they came, finding out what time they came, and then getting the verification code. Kooky. I never did it. I think we laughed about it the next day, but man, this guy was just a great guy. I had so many great times. He was just a great friend, and I was very, very happy, very, very blessed to have him as a friend. And Darren, I love you, brother. I hope you're laughing along with me. All right, guys, be good to your wife, be good to your kids, and we'll see you tomorrow.